There's always a lot of discussion around alts and whether you should make them, not make them, how high you should hone them. And today I am going to be answering that exact question. And how high should you hone your alts? So why 1520? Well, it's extremely easy to get to and pay off the initial investment that you have to put into the character to even get it to that point and actually start contributing to your roster rather than taking away resources. And for these purposes, we're going to be starting out at 1415, which is easily reached with either a Southvern Power Pass or a Story Express event, because once you get to Southvern and complete all of the story missions for that region, then you get automatic 1415 relic gear when that happens. Total gold cost to go from 1415 to 1490, which is at the point where you're going to switch gear again to Belshazzar gear. It doesn't actually cost any raw gold just to hone. Instead, your gold spending is actually going to be going into making your Areha fusion materials. The best way to do this is in your stronghold, of course, but the cost that we're looking at that is around 8k gold, and that is because you're going to be needing to make around 1200. Now, why am I not including the honor shards or these other materials here? Well, there's absolutely juiced events in this game now that are going to give you a ton of these materials that you're not going to have to try very hard to get in game by grinding dailies and things like that. You're going to be getting them from events or from your Hyper Express event or ongoing other events or your daily logins or whatever it may be. Or maybe you're playing on the Jumpstart server, which is starting in a couple days, which we're super excited about. You're going to be getting even more juiced. So you're not really going to have to worry about these three materials here. Once you get to 1490 and you start doing Belshazzar normal, you are going to be able to upgrade those relic pieces to the ancient pieces. And that will automatically take you from 1490 to 1510. From 1510, all you have to do is hone your armor one time, and you'll go to 1520. As you're doing this, it is going to cost you not much at all. It's only going to cost you about 8,000 gold for the raw gold and only 138 Areha materials, which is going to cost you around 2k gold to make in your stronghold. So if you can look at the numbers here, we're up to about 18,000 gold or so. Now, if you are going to be pugging this alt, you are going to need a 5x3. It's going to be very hard to get into lobbies with a 4x3 setup. And in saying that, this is an alt. We're not going for insane accessory pieces that have really high quality. We're not going for anything like that. We're going for a good, solid, basic 5x3 build, and that is going to cost you around 5,000 to 10,000 gold in accessories, and you'll likely have to buy the class legendary engraving books, and that's going to cost you another 5 to 10k unless you're playing an extremely popular class at the moment. And in that case, I wouldn't recommend you buying that. But also, if that's the case, then you're probably already on the Hyper Express event and you get a free 5x3 anyway, so you're not even gonna have to do anything like this. And I'm getting these numbers from my own experience and looking at a couple of other examples that might have gone a little bit different way if I chose a different class. Now, another factor that could make it cost a little bit more gold is if you don't have any gems saved up that are level 5 gems, and you want to just straight up buy level 5 gems, it's going to cost you another 11,000 gold or so. And then if you want to knowledge transfer through the Story Express all the way through Phaeton, which is what I would recommend if you already have an established account, then you could just do this, spend the 4,500 gold, and then save the gold from Punica. Go ahead and do the Punica quest line because it's pretty short, and then do the Southvern quest line, because when you complete that, you get the 1415 relic gear. If you skip it, you're not getting that gear, so make sure that is an important point here if you're going to use the Story Express Pass for this. All in all, we're down about 48,000 gold. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, how much gold is it actually going to make you though? So we get 2,400 gold from Vicus, 4,500 gold from Clown, and Brel 1 through 4 is 6,000 gold, which at 1520, you are over eye level. You're going to get accepted into a lot of lobbies, and I can say this because I pug it every single week on my 1520. And yes, you're not going to get accepted into every single 3-4 lobby because a lot of them are only taking 1550s, 1580s, whatever it may be. But there are also plenty of other lobbies that are taking 1500s to 1520s. So you can still do it. And that is 6,000 gold. Now I will say, the reason I only put Brelf 1 through 4 here, while you can do a 5-6, is that there's really no lobbies for 5-6 on eye level. It's very rare to see, so that's why I didn't even include it. But we're making around 13,000 gold just from raids, and then the materials that you're gonna get as well from doing your chaos dungeons and your guardian raids also can get thrown into there, because you're just gonna be selling those or using them for your other characters, which in turn is saving you gold or saving you time, one of the others, in juicing the other characters that you're wanting to really invest in. It takes around 3.5 weeks or so to pay off that initial cost and start solely contributing to your roster, which is going to be about, again, 13,000 gold per week or a little bit more because of materials if you're selling them. And the big pros to stopping at 1520 is that you have a fully built class, 5x3, decent gems, and you're able to have fun on the class and experience it, and it's also contributing to the rest of your roster and really helping to juice the other classes that you want to solely focus on. For example, if you have 1 or 2 characters that you really enjoy playing, you can juice those to the moon, but still enjoy your other alts around 1520 or so, and really enjoy just playing the game and enjoying the other classes as a variation. So why not go to 1540 then? It's only a couple of hones away from 1520. We're looking at 33k raw gold and 9k gold in the Areha fusion materials. This is also going to be much more costly in the shards department. It's much harder to get 420k shards. It's going to take a lot longer. And these materials are not near as abundant as getting from 1415 to 1490. So it will take a little bit longer to gather these materials, and it's going to cost a lot more gold. While that might not sound that bad, the real struggle is yet to come. At 1540, now you get access to Brel hard mode gates 1 and 2, and you also get access to Kyngel normal. Now, Kyngel normal is very hard as a DPS to just go in and pug. And I know this because I have a 1540 sorceress. She's right there, right above me. And I don't pug it because I cannot get into lobbies. And she has level 5 gems, granted, but she's got a good build. She's got 5x3. I even have KLC 18 card set, so the dark damage set. I have to run with my guild members because I cannot get accepted into lobbies because there's so many other people that are higher eye level or with a better build, so it's very hard to get into the on eye level content at 1540. And at Brel hard 1-2, you can technically do it, but again, if you have level 5 gems, you're 1540 trying to get into Brel hard 1-2, most likely you are not going to be able to get in. To remedy that, you have to level up your character a little bit more. You're going to need level 7 gems because guess what? Most other people around that same eye level from 1540 to 1560 have level 7 gems. So you're going to need those bad boys. That's going to cost you a nice little 100k right there in gold. Not only you're going to have to deal with the heartache of getting rejected from these groups because there's so many other people that are higher eye level than you, you're also going to have to spend a lot more gold to even have a chance. This is going to take that total investment from 42k gold to 142k gold, which makes the time that it's going to take you to even that out with the gold that you're making, you're going to be looking at an 11 weeks payout. That's 3 more months until you actually start contributing to your roster. And any further than 1540 is absolutely ridiculous. So this is why, if you are playing an alt as an alt just to have fun, enjoy a class, but also be able to earn some gold from it, and you don't really care about juicing it to the moon and making it 1590 or 1600 or trying to take it to Voldyke hard 1620, whatever it is, that's why I'd recommend you just chill it at 1520 for now. Eventually they will make honing changes just like they did from Clown, Vicus, now all the way up to 1490, that you don't even have to pay gold. And when they do continue to reduce the cost to hone higher, that's when the time is to bring those alts a little bit higher. And one last statement here is that the best way to make alts is through the Story Express or the free Power Passes and Hyper Express events. Any other way is going to cost you a lot more time or a lot more gold, and they hand these out so often and have been handing them out so often that that's how I'd recommend you do it if you're wanting to make more alts. If you learned anything in this video, please let me know down below what you learned. And make sure and subscribe to the channel if you like Lost Ark content. It will definitely be in your best interest to do so. But that is everything for this video, and then I will see you on the next one.